Good morning, it's Elaine Dotson with Elaine's Custom Cards with another Christmas Time is Here card for you today. This is the one we're making today. Let's see inside. So let's get started. I want to tell you that starting November 1st you'll be able to order this suite. It's $112.50 for everything you see here. If you don't want all the pieces, you can order just this bundle, or just the bracelet, just the paper, the glitter dots, or the shimmer ribbon. It's a very beautiful set, and I've enjoyed making things with it. It comes with this rubber, this one's rubber, and then the other stamp set that comes with it is a distinctive stamp, and it is photopolymer. And then these are all the dies that come in this set, and we're going to be using these two dies today. So let's get started. The other stamp set we're using is Peaceful Boughs. We're going to use this sentiment on the inside. I'm using Wishing You Gifts of the Season on the outside here. And then we're going to be using these two sprigs of, this is a rubber stamp. So anyway, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is stamp our card base, and it is Mossy Meadow. It is, let's see, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's get our stamps out here. I'll show you how I did this. It's just kind of not really super random, but you don't need to ink up the whole stamp because we're just going to kind of, you're not going to see the inside in the center of the card. So you just kind of want it around the edges. Gives it a little bit of character. Just like that. And you can, I don't know if I'm going to need that one, so let's see. I don't think so. Maybe right here. I just wanted something around the edges of this cardstock. So we'll put this one right here. And just to make sure that we've got plenty, we'll put one right there. Okay. So that's all the stamping on the outside. And I'm going to clean these really quick so that I won't sit there and with ink all over them. It's my Simply Chamois. It's well used. I like to stamp as much of the ink off as I can before I rub that on there. Okay, now that we've got that done, we're going to take our pieces. The DSP is 5.5 by 3, and we're just going to glue that to the front of the card, right in the center. This is very beautiful paper. Go to my website. I don't know if it's on there yet, but November 1st you'll be able to see this with this paper. I think I showed it to you in my last video. But we'll be doing several videos using this paper. So I'm going to set that over here for the moment. And then I took a piece of my DSP, and it's 4 inches by 2 inches, and the gold foil is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I was playing around and cut with these dies, I cut this out because I was going to use it and change my mind. But you can cut out, should be able to cut out of the center of that this embellishment, and this. Like this. And still use this as behind your DSP. I don't like to just put a whole piece of this gold foil behind something when I can cut out some small embellishments and not waste the center of that, because you don't need it completely solid behind that piece of DSP. Okay, now we're going to take this, which I cut that out with the smallest of the ovals. This is the scalloped oval. And then I stamped "Wishing you the gifts of the season, peace and joy," with the smallest of the little ovals. It just fit. So that's what I used for that. So let's glue that down so it can sit there and dry while we finish the rest of this. And then I tied some ribbon. Piece of the gold ribbon. Oops, that moved. You can see that. Okay, let's put some dimensionals on the back of that. I wanted this up towards the top, but you can put it down at the bottom. Wherever you have the most flowers that you don't want to cover up. So if you want to put it down here and put the ribbon above it, you can do that, or you can put it up here, anywhere that looks good to you. I think I am just going to put this at the top, or you can say, oh, well, I want to turn this. I didn't do that. It's moved. I didn't do that because, well, it's crooked. This rose down here looked like it was up. I think I need to trim that because I don't like it being uneven. So let's just trim this so it's square. It doesn't look good to me, and I don't want to rip it off of there. So let's trim that. Just a real thin border around there, and we can get it even again. It'll be a little bit smaller than the other one, but that's perfectly fine. At least it'll be even all around, or as close to even as we can get it. Let's trim this right there. That looks better to me. I don't like looking at crooked. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I like that better. I think on this one, I'm going to put it right there. And you can put your ribbon above or below, or wherever you think looks good to you. There's no right or wrong. So right there. And I think on this one, I'm going to put the bow above the sentiment this time. So I pre-tied this bow around a bottle that I have, and then just cut it in the center because it was a this was a circle. And then I just use Scotch tape on the back to secure it. just like so. And then we're going to adhere this to the front of our card with dimensionals. So you can see that if you get something crooked and it's already dried and you don't want to try and lift it off because that glue dries pretty fast, you can just trim it if you have enough edge to trim, and that looks just fine trimmed. So put this on the front of the card. Drop it. Okay, put it right in the center. Just like so. And then we're going to take some of our enamel dots. I don't know if I told you all the sizes. The DSP is 4 inches by 2 inches. This is smaller now, but it started out at 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. And like I said, this was from the center, and this is just a little scrap of Whisper White. And then I took, let's see, this, it's not the largest, it's the second to the largest of the glittery enamel dots, and put there. And then I took the next size down, this second to the smallest, put one here, and one here, just like so. And then I took this piece, and it's at the center, the inside, and I cut these out with the dies and put one on each corner. Let's see if we can get that on there. We're going to use our silicone mat and a sponge. Try to sponge some glue on there because I got too much glue the last time and I didn't like the stickiness. So let's try this. Let's see if we can get that on there without too much glue, without it being sticky, because then it makes your gold foil not shiny, just sticky. That worked pretty good. Let's do this one. Hope it's good enough to stick. And put this in the other corner, right here. And that glue will wipe right off of there. Okay. That looks good. Then I stamped this with Mossy Meadow. And we're just going to glue that to the inside of our card. Like so. Got the glue on there. Just like that. Okay, and there's your card. I have another one ready to go to show you, or to demonstrate for you. Actually I have two, but tomorrow I'll try to do another one and upload it tomorrow. But this is your card for today, card number 2 with the Christmastime suite. I have my October host code is, let's see if I have it, here it is. I'll give you my host code, so if you order $50, between $50 and $149.99 on my website, elainescustomcards.stampinup.net, there's the code. you can share in the host rewards. If you want to sign up as a demonstrator, you can order this paper before, well, as a demonstrator, you can order this paper before November 1st. You can order the new trimmer. It's out. Or you can wait until November 1st and order these products. If you have any questions whatsoever, please email me, elainescustomcards@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. If you didn't get if I left out any of the dimensions, email me and I'll be happy to email you any dimensions that I failed to mention, but I think I said them all. Except that this Whisper White piece on the inside is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. I think that's the only thing I didn't mention. So, you have a blessed day and have fun stamping.